Hello, and welcome to my stamp studio. It is Wednesday, January 25th, and it is Hump Day Lunch Break. Woohoo! So we've got a really cute card today, and it's featuring our Thanks a Bunch stamp set from our Sale-A-Bration catalog. If you're not familiar with what Sale-A-Bration is, well, Sale-A-Bration is one of the best times in the Stampin' Up! Year. Excuse me. It runs from January 5th through February 28th, and this allows us to get free things when we purchase from Stampin' Up! So Stampin' Up! Will send us different things based on our selection and how much we're spending in our online stores. So we've got a whole bunch of adorable stamp sets here. We're going to be featuring this one today, and different papers, and I just need to see this a little better. All right. Okay, so, hello, Anne. How are you? And hello, Charlene. Tell me where you're joining from and what you're having for lunch today. I tried to post that comment earlier, but for some reason it didn't present. So anyways, so in our Sale-A-Bration catalog, we've got gorgeous papers, really fun stamp sets, and a whole bunch of designer series paper. So during the months of January and February, I'll be featuring a lot of these products throughout the month. So our card today is again with Thanks a Bunch. I'm going to get started here, and I'm going to pull in a piece of Pale Papaya. This is 4 1/4 by 11 inches and it is scored at 5.5 inches. So I'm just going to grab my bone folder here and just burnish this down. All right. I have a piece of basic white. This is just a scrap piece that I'm going to be stamping on. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So that's going to be our layer on here. I'm not going to attach it yet because we're going to be using dimensionals to pop that up. And I've got 3 strips of cardstock. So this is Pumpkin Pie, this is Pale Papaya, and this is our Parakeet Party. Hi, Beth. How are you? Okay, so we're going to do some stamping, and then we'll grab the stamp set out here. So let's see. I want to go in this order. It doesn't really matter which way you stack these on your paper. Hi, Carrie. And we're going to do our initial stamping here. So I'm going to grab this. I need to grab one of my blocks here, and I'm going to start off first by making a background. So you don't always necessarily have to have designer series paper to have a background. That's what I love about using our stamp sets. You can make your own designer series paper. Originally I used Versamark, but it didn't show up as much as I want. So I'm going to be pulling in my 3 colors, which is Pale Papaya, Parakeet Party, and Pumpkin Pie. So the first one I'm going to stamp, I might as well just stamp my Pumpkin Pie since that one's right on top. And I'm going to grab these little dashes here. Just make a dashing card. And I have some of these already on my blocks over on the side. So I'll just have to make sure I'm watching what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Pumpkin Pie ink here. And I'm just going to randomly stamp these dashes all over. Kind of make this look like a piece of carrot cardstock. Yeah, that's it. All right, and I'm not really trying to put it in any particular pattern. I want it to be random. So just take your time with it. Have fun with it. Do, 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 do. You didn't know you were going to get music with the show today, did you? Do, do, do. All right. Okay. So I'm not seeing what everyone's having for lunch today. You got to share with me. All right. Send me a little love, too. Oh, and I forgot my chamois. Hold on for just a second. I need to be able to clean my stamps in between stamping here. So just grab my chamois, get this cleaned off. All right. Okay, next we're going to grab these little hearts right here. And I'm going to grab my Parakeet Party. So I'm going to pull this piece down. And these are little hearts. So just when you're stamping, just make sure you're kind of going in the right direction. They're not really, I guess they're not really little hearts. They kind of look like hearts, but they're little splotchies. So we're just going to stamp our little spotchies randomly on our parakeet party. So this is tone on tone stamping, if you need to give it a name. Me, I just like stamping, adding color, make my own designer series paper. Ooh, got a little mark on there. Oh well, it's all good. All right, now I'm going to grab my little carrots here. So we've got these cute little carrots right here, and then these little carrot toppers. So I'll be using that as well. So I might as well just put that on the other side of my block. So on one side I have my carrots, and the other side I have this. And I'm going to just put it in my corner here. That will make stamping easier for me in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to bring in my pale papaya strip now, and my pale papaya stamp pad. Oh, Waffle House. Oh my gosh, I haven't had Waffle House for eons. Probably since I lived in Florida. So I'm going to just stamp my carrots randomly all over here. I'm not going in any particular pattern or order or, you know, layout. I'm just randomly stamping. And we're going to put our little carrot toppers on there, make it look like a little bunch of carrots. And now I can go back and see, oh, I need a few more. So I'm going to go and just add a couple in here. Let's get that little topper on right away. And I'm okay with them overlapping. I just want to have a little bit more pattern on there. Just turn that so I can stamp that. All right. It's going to be kind of covered anyways, so we just want to add some visual appeal to our card there. All right. Let's put these little guys away, because as everyone knows, if they sit on Beth's stamp desk, they will run away. We have stamps and dies that run amok in my studio. Okay, so now let's go grab our granny apple green here, and we're going to adhere these pieces onto our granny apple green. So what I like to do is I actually like to lay it out first on where I'm going to put things. And I'm going to bump them right together. All right. Just like that. I just want to make it straight. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of allergy issues going today. So it's snowing here today, here in Wisconsin. It's going to be snowing quite a bit. We're supposed to get like 2 to 4 inches today. How is the weather where all of you are? Okay. So each Wednesday, I do a Hump Day Lunch Break. I like to just do this, you know, on people's lunch breaks so they can eat their salad or their sandwich or their leftovers. And just have a little crafting fun, something to watch, something quick and easy, maybe to motivate you when you get home tonight to make a card. I would love to see what you make. Go ahead and join our Facebook group, our My Stamp Studio Facebook group, and post the pictures of the cards that you make. I would love to see them. I love to get inspiration from our catalogs, from other demonstrators, from just people who love stamping. I like to see everyone's different style and how they use different products and stamp sets. It's so very fun. Okay, and now I'm just going to put that right on my card front, just like that. And now we get to stamp the real good stuff. So I'm going to bring in my basic white here, and I really don't need this right now. And I'm going to bring in my pumpkin pie and my pale papaya. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this dash. So this dash right here actually makes these on the carrot. I found that it's easier when you're using a darker color to stamp this first and then to stamp that over the top. I was doing this first and then this, but I wasn't always getting them lined up. So I'm going to do it the reverse way. All right, so I'm going to start right here. So we're going to stamp one here. And then I'm going to bring in another stamp block. I'm going to grab my pale papaya. I'm going to look through my stamp here and just line that up. And there we go. Okay, it wasn't perfect, but that's all right. We're going to be trimming these out. And put another one right here. Again, look right through. And we'll do another one. Oh, you know what? I was doing that in pale papaya. I was like, why isn't this showing up? Because I was stamping in the wrong thing. All right, let's just see if I can stamp over the top of that again. So I apologize if my head is getting in the video. There we go. Because I want that darker. I didn't want that to be light. All right, and here we go, our last carrot. Well, for this cluster. All right, now what I want to do, I'm going to pull in my parakeet party. And I'm going to pull the leaf in here to make my bunch of leaves. And I'm just going to stamp these right here. Okay, so I've got a little bunch. Now I'm going to stamp some extra carrots off on the side here. So let's go ahead. We'll bring back in our pumpkin pie. And I'm going to stamp one here. Then go back to my pale papaya. Stamp that right here. And we're going to go ahead and do another one. Stamp it this way again. And I'm just using my paper here just so I can make the most of it. We don't have dies that coordinate with this, so we will be fussy cutting these out. And now I want to have 2 more leaves. So bring in my leaf again. Okay. All right, I'm going to close up my stamp pads and we're going to get cutting this out. Put all our stamps off to the side so I don't get them all over the place. Grab my scissors here and just start cutting. Now I do like to kind of, I am going to go more detailed in here, but I have found with these leaves, it's much easier to kind of cut down your paper ahead of time. And then when you're doing this, definitely turn your paper. It makes cutting these leaves a lot easier versus trying to get your scissors kind of put in those little grooves there. So turn your paper. It makes it much easier. I did my card before and for whatever reason, I could not fussy cut to save my life this morning. Now, I will have all the dimensions written up. I'll post that onto my website, my blog, mystampstudio.com. And I will also put the details of the supplies I used in our comments today of the video. And I will also, if you're watching this on a replay on YouTube, it will be in the description. So this is one stamp set that you can get for free when you place a $50 order in my online store. Hello, Amy. Yes, you're absolutely right, Beth, that leaf would make a great, fun fall leaf. This is the longest part of the card. All right. But we're almost done. I'm just going to cut out those leaves there. There we go. I know one of the leaves I cut out earlier just turned out pretty awful, so I just need to have one more leaf. Fun, bright colors for kind of a gloomy, snowy day. It is definitely kind of a soup and comfort food day here. I think I may have to make mac and cheese for lunch. Okay, so now, by the magic of television, we have other carrots that are cut out. Got carrots and leaves and all sorts of things all over the place. There we go. So we've got a whole cluster of things now. The only other thing I need to have stamped before I finish my card up is I need a tag. So I'm going to pull in my tailor-made tags. And we're going to pull in, let's see, This one should be big enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp thanks a bunch. So I need to have my thanks here. So I'm going to do thanks. I'm going to put it right on my block. I want this to lay flat, so I'm just going to pick it up with my block. And then I want to have a bunch. And sometimes it's hard to read those upside down. Thanks a bunch. Here it is. All right. Again, just lining this up. And now I want to see, will this fit in there? Oh, sure it will. So there we go. So I'm going to cut this one out, and I'm going to bring in our little mini die cut machine. I love this guy. He's really cute. This is going to be one of our new in colors coming up in the next catalog. If you don't have a demonstrator and you want to be able to get a new catalog, make sure you reach out to me. You can, I have contact information everywhere there. And what you will need to do is, anyone who's actually on my customer list, and that means that you've ordered from me in the last 6 months or so, will get one free. Otherwise, I can send one to you. I just need to grab a scrap piece of white here. Sorry, I didn't have that ready. Okay. Now, this plate will only fit paper that's 3.5 inches wide. So that's why I had to just trim one down a little bit. But anyways, you can get this cute little mini die cut machine in your starter kit. And it will be $129 for the starter kit. You get $175 of product and this boho machine. Okay, it's cute, it's lightweight, it's great for exercise. Just saying. Instead of using that 2-pound weight, use that, right? Okay, and I've got a piece of our burlap ribbon, which is part of our Country Floral Lane suite. So we'll be using a piece of that. All right, let's go ahead. And I've got so much orange going on here that I think I really want to stamp this in. Let's do it in Parakeet Party. And if that's not dark enough, I may just pull in Granny Apple Green. If I have it here. I guess it's not here. Okay, we're using this one. All right, so I've got my thanks a bunch. Get that inked up. Just like that. Now, if I wanted them closer together, what I actually probably should do is do them closer together. Let's just flip that over. So we'll stamp our thanks. And then we'll come back with a bunch. And stamp it just a little closer together. There. I think I like that better than that. All right, let's get assembling our card. So we've got our 3 carrots here, and now let's go ahead and grab some other carrots. All right, we'll take this one. I'm going to be putting my tag right here, so I have to have my bunch of carrots slid over far enough. And we'll have this one right here. All right, so I think I'm good to go with laying this one down. I'm just going to adhere this one first. I'm going to grab some liquid glue, because I want this one to be flat. And now stick around to the end, because I have got some swap cards to share with you featuring this stamp set as well. And if you're asking, well, what is a swap card? Well, as a demonstrator, I connect with other demonstrators, and we pick a stamp set, and we design cards, and we share those with each other. So that way we don't always have to come up with card ideas ourselves. Now this next one, I'm going to go ahead and put on dimensionals here. So I probably should use my mini dimensionals, because that will fit a little better towards the end here. Because I don't want my carrot to be squashed. No squashy carrots, right? Hi, Diane. How are you? All right. Okay, so we'll put that one there. And remember, I'm going to have this one here. So I almost actually... Maybe do we want another carrot on there? Put that one down right below. I almost think that's too many carrots. So I think we're just going to go with the 4. All right. I'm going to stick a leaf right on top here, and we'll use a dimensional. I can pick that leaf back up. Okay, we're going to use 2 dimensionals because we're using the little minis. Come on, come on, there we go. Come on. That one didn't want to come off. All right, so I'll put that one popped up. It just adds a little something something to the card by having those popped up. I'm going to have that one popped up, but I'm going to tuck it in the back. So when I put my dimensionals on, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom here. I'm going to leave that so I can kind of tuck it underneath. So there we go. But it's still popped up. It still gives the card some dimension. All right, and now we're going to put this on here. I'm going to pop this up too. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on the end here. It's going to be kind of overlapping this a bit, so I don't have to worry about putting dimensionals over here. The other thing I want to do is grab that little piece of ribbon, and I'm just going to use my scissors here. Nice sharp scissors for ribbon. Make that just like that. I'm going to put that right over the top. I'm not going to bother threading it through. Sorry. Oh, maybe I will. No, I think it'll be kind of cuter if I thread it through. All right. Okay, so now when I thread that through, it kind of frayed a little bit. That's all right. You just take your snips and you just give it a little haircut. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to put a glue dot on each part of the ribbon here. And if you have a, a stiffer ribbon, you can actually take your ribbon to your glue dot and pick it up. Otherwise, what you can do is take your bone folder or your scissors, or you take a pick tool and sticking to my finger, pick up your dot and take it where it needs to be. I have those there like that. Put that out here like that. And that is our Hump Day Lunch Break card. What do you think? Isn't it a cute stamp set? There are a lot of things that you can do with this. I do like the sentiments on here. So there's no one's quite like you. Look at you. It looks like spring. Hey there. Everything's coming up carrots. So let me show you some of the other cards that I have with this. Here. All right. So here's another one. Oh, we didn't have any bling on here. Oh my goodness. We can't have a card without bling. So let's go grab some bling. I'm just trying to grab something quickly here. And what do I have quickly? Okay. We'll grab some opal rounds because that's what I just had on hand. Oh, actually, I know what I want to use. I don't want my opal rounds. I want. Do you guys always want things too? I want to use my in color opal rounds. And I just got to find my package that I'd open. All right. So what I'm using is the 21, 23 in color opal rounds. You can see I use these quite a bit. This is why I have some extra packs of them. All right, and we're going to grab our tick pick tool. And a little putty end here. Probably should get a little more putty on there. And let's take some of our, and we'll put one down here. Okay, there we go. Just a little something on there. Okay, so next card. This one's really cute. Now, this one not only features the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, but it features the designer series paper that you can get as a free celebration item as well. So let's go right here. And it coordinates with that stamp set, that farm stamp set. Oh, where'd it go? I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. So this is a designer series paper that you can get for free. So when you place a $50 order, you can get this free. If you place a $100 order, you can get both those items for free. Or you can get one of the items that's $100. So like this one. Right. Okay, so this one I thought was really cute. And this is from Teresa Snyder Granberry. It's a very cute fun fold. Okay. Let's see. This is from Nancy Sutter. This is one that I made for my team swap. So I combined it with the Easter Bunny stamp set. Now, the Easter Bunny stamp set and punch is my featured bundle for tomorrow night's free with purchase class. So that's at Stampin' Fun and More at 6:44 on my Facebook page. And I will copy that up to YouTube. I wasn't always doing my Thursday night classes up on YouTube because they were pretty long, and I do a lot of chit-chatting and have some social time with all of you. However, I've been finding that when I'm doing that those are getting a lot more views. So I guess people don't mind if I'm chit-chatting with all of you during this. So yeah, we'll post that one tomorrow night. Here is another card, and this is one of the cards that we'll be doing tomorrow night. Isn't this cute with the little Easter bunny? And notice the little carrots there too. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Again, I will have this posted up to YouTube. I will have all the links to all the products I used in today's video. Take care. We'll see you later. And join me tomorrow night at 6:44 Central Time on the My Stamp Studio page. You'll see the video there. Take care.